Yes, I'm back again to discuss a few additional tips on hygiene during this COVID-19 pandemic. As I walk around, I've seen people wearing gloves, I've seen people wearing masks, but I've also seen them make hundreds of mistakes while wearing masks and gloves, and those mistakes are actually going to cost you dearly as opposed to help you if you don't know how to. So let's go into training on putting on a mask and removing, that's donning and doffing the mask, and then the gloves. So I have two masks here as an example. We'll start with this one. So this is a simple mask. They are all surgical masks. These are all good enough to prevent because the corona is helpful. But one thing about the mask that we should know is, number one, it's not recommended as a way to prevent infection getting into you. As opposed, it's recommended even by the WHO and CDC that these masks are to be used only by those who are already ill, who may be coughing, to prevent the aerosolization and droplets from spreading. So if you wear a mask, you either have to be sick yourself and coughing, or you should be someone who has very close contact with someone who may be sick. For example, the healthcare professionals. It's not meant for the general public trying to prevent themselves from getting sick. So please do not wear masks routinely. But if you really have to, then use it the proper way, as we are saying. So this mask is a 2-ply mask. It has 2 layers, and it has a tape in the top and this at the bottom with 2 ear straps at the end. So this has to go top. It will never go this way. This is wrong. So this has to be on the top, number one. Number two, when it is put, you put it and you put it round your ears, then you pinch over your nose to make sure that that gap is covered. If you leave it flat open, it's not really helping. The fitting should then cover all around your nose and mouth. Now, after you've done this, one thing is you don't regularly touch it. Don't touch your face, don't touch your mask, because this area becomes dirty. So you see people do this, and then they're talking to you, and then they do this, and then they're covering it up again, and then they're touching everything with their hands. So if this has a virus by mistake, you've just messed yourself up because you've now touched the virus, and you've started touching every surface. Very dangerous. So you don't touch your face after you've put on a mask. If you by mistake do, then sanitize your hand immediately. So if you have touched this way by mistake because you had to, then if you have a sanitizer, sanitize the way we had learned, all the corners, all the way, and you've sanitized. Then it's fine. But otherwise, try avoiding. Number two, more important is than wearing it is actually removing it, because when you wear it, it was sterile or it was clean. When removing it, people remove it this way. That's bad. You've just touched where the virus is. So that's a mistake. So when removing it, always remove it from the back, this way, into the bin without touching anything. And that's out. So very important, from the back, into the bin. So that's the way to remove a mask. Very clear? And then you wash your hands again. So you do have to remember how to wear it, how to remove it, and not to touch it while it is on you. These are the key things about a mask.